I walk toe first. How do I stop? I used to teach dance, and we had a student teens who did this, and come to find out she had irregularly short Achilles tendons. She had to go to physical therapy for it. I did this from when I was 2-14 and had to go to physical therapy for it. BC it shortened my Achilles tendon and fucked with my calf muscles and hamstrings. Here are the exercises that I was told to do most often. Wall lunges. Face the wall with your feet perpendicular to the wall. Lay your palms flat against the wall, then step back with one of your legs, keeping your foot perpendicular. Keep the leg fully extended. You'll feel it behind the knee and in your calves. Switch sides. Modified wall lunges, the same starting position as the previous one. This time, only step back a little bit just past the heel of your front foot, keeping your body more upright over your legs. Bend your back knee until you feel a light stretch in your calf. This will feel deeper in the muscle than the previous one. It doesn't get stretched as often, so be gentle with it. Leg lifts. Lay on your side and put your hand on your hip. Lift your top leg straight up, then lower it down slowly. Do not kick it forward or backwards. Repeat 10 times, then switch sides. There were more, but these were the ones I did with the most frequency, so they stuck with me. You probably have short tendons in your heel. I bet you can Google stretches for it, or you can try doing physical therapy. I've read that there's a correlation between people with autism and people with short tendons, but some people just have one or the other. Toe to heel is a softer step, so maybe you were born with a natural gift to be a ninja? I recently read that medieval and other ancestors people walked like this. It's easier for your toes to scout ahead for stones and other dangers, and adjust before placing the rest of the foot down. They wore soft-soled footwear. Once soles grew sturdy, heel first steps became the norm. If you want to stop walking in a way that used to be normal, there are good exercises here and other answers. People notice this? I feel like I can be judgy about shit that doesn't matter, but never have I ever judged someone on this. I do too. Mine is from so many years of dance. Stay conscious of how you're walking. Practice rolling from heel to toe. That's the only way I know. Did you walk on your toes as a child? Why people in your life are making rude comments about something that has nothing to do with them is the real issue here. I'm sorry this has been happening, and that it has made you feel insecure. Is it physically painful for you in any way? After I had knee surgery, I went through physical therapy. I had started walking toe to heel with that foot naturally, without even noticing because my body was responding to the pain. One of the key things my PT had me do was to start walking backwards for exercises. If you wanted to meet with a PT, I would highly recommend it. They could advise you on if the way you are walking needs to be changed or if it is a safe way to walk, and not causing other limbs to overcompensate in motion. Hearing that you have been walking that way all of your life, I don't feel that it's an issue. Again, it sounds like the uneducated and ignorant opinions of others are. Good luck to you. I did this as a kid and stopped by consciously repeating heel toe in my head as I walked. Eventually it became natural. I walk toe heel for a softer step in the mornings when people are asleep. Heel toe without carpet sounds really loud. Or you can start going to Renaissance fairs. At that time people tended to walk toe first because their shoes had soft bottoms. So by putting your toe first you were better able to avoid stepping on something painful. Toe first is a legitimate way of walking, and a lot of people in e.g. barefoot community are actively trying to learn that because it makes the force of the stepping impact be redirected through your muscle apparatus rather than your bone structure. Normal shoes don't allow you to properly walk toe first, which is why it might look odd. Would suggest investing into softer feet-shaped shoes rather than the usual ones, but you do not have to change it whatsoever when you step heel first on asphalt. You can feel the force going through your bones, if you want to try that. If you got any medical issue like shortened tendons and are walking on your toes only, that's a diff topic. Toe first means you still roll your whole foot down so the heel hits ground, just last, and it's nothing you have to change. You're supposed to heel hits the floor first before the rest of your foot touches the floor. But not like, too much that you're wearing down the heels on your shoes unevenly. I have recently learned that when I do this it may be due to my weight being too far forward when I walk though. Source: involuntary gait training from a chiropractor I worked for many years ago. It's okay, I used to do that when I was a kid. I still do when it's late and I don't want to make noise. You grow out of it. Heel toe is something else. You kinda just flat foot softly lol. Good on you for respecting sound. Anyone living below you in an apartment or second floor would be happy. Doing any kind of sport should help. It's a tough one to make suggestions for because for most people it comes naturally. But yeah, you may have to just consciously change it. If you get used to the motion of landing on your heel and rolling onto your foot, it shouldn't be too hard. Running should help a lot. Do you mean like tiptoed? My husband and my second oldest daughter both walk on their toes, so at least know that you're not alone. I used to tiptoe walk due to my condition, and these days that's better, but I walk with my right foot slightly twisted outward. My ankle surgeon has said that physio could correct it. Have you asked a doctor about seeing one? I know walking toe first may not seem much, but sometimes walking different can cause issues with other joints later down the line. I was shocked when my foot ankle surgeon actually suggested physio on my hip lol. I'm in the same boat. My podiatrist who I just started going to recently gave me some stretching exercises to stretch my calves and prevent the toe walking, and insoles bring flat-footed adds to the funny walk for me. But honestly, 40 years of walking like this, I'm not sure I can break the habit. This first stretch is the one if you wanna try https://youtube.b ifjay r ixi equals jjwtda zist 1 jo 8. When I was in junior high and high school, one of my friends walked like this. Turns out, she needed surgery to correct the issue. I wouldn't worry about your walk being weird so much as I would worry about some sort of deformity forcing you to walk toe first. Go to a doctor and make sure that this is not the case before you try forcing yourself into an awkward gait that might damage your foot structure even more. The longer you let these things go, the more painful it will be as you get older. If you get the all clear from your doctor that this is okay, great. If not, then you can get on top of it as soon as possible. Info: are you walking on your toes or toe heel, toe heel? If you are walking toe heel, just buy some 4-inch or so high heels to walk around in at home. Shorter heels you can get away with walking differently, however higher heels you're more likely to twist your ankle if you're not walking heel toe. Heel toe.